Hello, I'm Father Mike Maybrier, the pastor at St. Teresa of Avila Parish in Hutchinson, Kansas. I'd just like to remind you, if you didn't know this already, that for Good Friday and especially Holy Saturday, for all of Holy Week and after, a reminder that we do have a replica of the Shroud of Turin within our church. We purchased this last year. It's an exact replica. It's placed on the side wall in the church. The shroud measures 14 feet by 3.5 feet, and luckily it just fits in our space here. But if you go to Turin, and again, they will have this on display, the actual shroud, on this Saturday, this is what you would see. This is what it would look like. And the actual shroud, as you can see, there's markings on it. Some of this is due to there was a fire in 1532 in which the shroud was placed in a case, a silver case. It got so hot that it melted some of the silver, and the shroud was folded, and it burnt right through. So that's what you see, some of the patches on it. Also, there's, of course, you can see the burn marks on it here in this area. And then this area, they were patched after the fire. Also, there's water markings on it too. But if you get a closer look at it, and my phone isn't the best, but you can see where there are the markings from the wounds in the hand. And one thing very noticeable, it's not where we usually think. Most of the time on a crucifix, it's more in the palm, but when the Romans crucified, this is where they would crucify someone. That area would hold the weight of the body. Also on this image, the blood running is anatomically correct with the person hanging from a cross. Also, in this area, there is a stain, and again, this matches with the wound in the side from which blood and water flowed. And then as we see the forehead, we can see that there are wounds also on the head of the man in the shroud. The photographs were taken of the shroud. The first ones were in 1898. The photographer, his name was Secundo Pia. And when he took the photograph, the first thing he photographed was the face. When he took the photograph of the face, he had the negative in his hand. And this is what he saw. No one had ever seen anything like that before. This is the negative of the photograph. They say that he was so startled by what he saw that he almost dropped the photography development plate. After the photographs were made public, the interest in the shroud mushroomed, became very popular. And here in our parish church also, we have the full-size negative of the shroud. And again, the face is very clear. The markings on the body are very clear. You can see all of these wounds on the body. When the Romans scourged someone, they would use a flagellum, and on it would be pieces of bone or metal, and they caused horrific damage on a person's body. The man of the shroud has these wounds all up and down the body. Also in the negative, you can see a little clearer that wound, which was in the foot. On the back of the shroud, this is the negative again, you can see in the head area the wounds and the markings. And again, on the back, all of the various wounds on the back. And again, these wounds go all the way up and down the body. We have information here about the shroud and for free that you can pick up. Again, it's a very great devotional tool. We have a life-size crucifix and also beautiful stations of the cross here. This is the 14th station, Jesus placed in the sepulcher, and very evident in this station how he is wrapped, being wrapped in a cloth.